1 o'clock. But I kept checking the temperature in the thighs. I wanted to make sure it was at 180 degrees because that's what poultry calls for. So it took a little bit longer, but this house smells so good, you guys. It smells amazing in here, right?
It does.
So
it does. And let's just let you know that, there are charts out there that will tell you how long to cook a turkey. But always give yourself some room, especially if you'll be hosting your small, intimate bubble. Give yourself some room for turkey. And Travis was saying that, people carve the turkey right away because they're ready to eat. They're so hungry.
Yeah.
But you do need to let it sit. So it's been sitting for about 20 minutes.
Well, at Thanksgiving, people do.
Yeah.
They, you pull it out of the oven and set it down and start carving it up right away. So that's what we're going to do. First
do we have
of all,
any messages?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video like, let's go like this on the other side. I think I hit the wrong one. Boom, there we go, like that. So we can show you guys what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up like this so you can see where all that stuff went. And if you saw the other video, we had to come back and put the time in there. So we're going to take all of this stuff out.
THYME. If you guys missed it, there's a big bunch of time. If you look at the video, we left it right there. I left it on the cutting board.
Yeah.
So we had to come in and put it into the turkey.
Yep. And I like to have a towel right here too, just so that I can go over and I need it. I just want to
Hi, Cindy, and hi, Anna Maria.
Okay. Are we back?
We're back. They're saying hi.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Good. I just wanted to check the feed. So, basically, we cooked this turkey upside down so that the breast was nice and moist. The way you want to look at carving a turkey is in quarters. You've got the dark meat here on the edges, and this is really tender. So it's going to start to pull apart. That's okay. You can do that because that's where I normally cut on those joints. What?
I said hi to Richard, and that's how you know your turkey's done too.
Yeah.
When those.
So, and I'm just going to start cutting and then setting aside. So there's a nice big hunk of meat.
That's a leg and a thigh combo right there.
Yep. And again, this you'll feel it naturally when your turkey is nice and tender. It's just going to pull apart like that. Now on the top, you've got the cartilage here on the breast. You've got a cartilage right down the center. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a slice right here on one side and then a slice on the other side with a nice sharp knife. And I'm wearing these gloves just because your hands get very slippery. I also have a towel so that in case I need to wipe my hands down, I don't want this knife slipping at all because these are very sharp knives. So I'm just going to make a cut there, pull this down a little bit, and then make a cut over here.
The wings.
Well, what I'm trying to do is just get at this breast. And then I'm just going to follow this bone down with the knife. Just kind of follow it right down the edge. Mm-hmm. And just slice it carefully. There's no rush. There's no reason to rush. You want to make sure that you get a nice big hunk of meat there. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
So that is a nice big piece of white meat.
And remember, we did breast side down so that the breast absorbed all those juices from the aromatics and the butter.
Give that a little taste.
Now?
Yes, right now. This is one of the perks of being the cutter. Hey, Dad. Good to see you back.
It tastes... He gave me a piece of the white meat, and it is nice and tender. You can taste the onion and the garlic and the thyme, and that butter just makes it so juicy. And just for a reminder, this was almost a 12-pound turkey.
And it took, how long again? We put it in...
Like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 350 degrees. Again, I'm not trying to push right through because I don't want to hit the bone. And I also don't want to tear up all that delicious white meat because I'm going to slice this really thinly because we like to do, we like to put this in sandwiches. Look at that nice big piece of breast meat. It's really tender. You don't have to really just go through all the meat on this, but I like to pull these two.
He does, yeah.
I like to get, because there's a lot of good meat in here, so I'll pull this out. Like, look at that good piece of meat right there. So I'll go through the carcass a little bit to get some of that. But again, the trick with this is to pull at the joints. You might not be able to get it all the way.
Well, if it's cooked well, like that one is,
sure,
cooked all the way through, it comes right off.
You'll hear it kind of snap a little bit. It helps to have these gloves on because this is still hot, even though we had it out there for 20 minutes.
Sally said it looks good, and it does. It doesn't look like those, dark roasted turkeys that they serve on Hallmark Channel. But the breast is real juicy, because if you cook it breast side up, all those juices, they just go down to the back of the turkey, and who needs that?
So that's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Look at that, you guys. There's a little bit of white meat on here, which I might pull off because you like to have that in the bottom of the pan.
You can make that into gravy if you make gravy from your turkey, or if you do turkey soup, turkey pot pie. There's a lot of different leftovers you can do. You know that with a turkey. So
also the breast is here. You see this V right here? This is where your bone's going to be, the wishbone. So you can be a little careful.
Let's not forget the wishbone.
Yeah, reach down in there and start to pull that guy out. Okay, and this, you'll just clean this off and set this aside, let it dry, because then you can give it to the kids and they can make a wish. All right, so this I'm just going to set back over here. You got all these nice pieces here, big chunks. There's not a lot to this, you guys. You just go through, start making your cuts, and set it aside. Really, where the magic is in presentation. Because even though we cut it up like this, I take these pieces, and I'll just show you on this breast. I take these and I just start making some nice thin slices. And then I'm going to put this whole thing into... Now you could take the skin off. What do you think, Deb? You want the skin on or skin off?
I think on, because we don't know what her preferences are with turkey.
And her being Corrine.
Her being Corrine, the nurse we're cooking for. And if she, wants it off, she can take it off. Also, I think it's kind of leaving a barrier there to keep that juice in. So
now I'm just going to take this, and I would put it on a platter and serve all the white meat together. But on this one, I'm just going to pop this. Can you pull that over for me?
And Sally asked, do you save the giblets for gravy? Some people do. We don't. I don't make turkey gravy. My family happens to like the beef gravy with their mashed potatoes and their stuffing. And so some people, if you do want to make your gravy, there's some great recipes out there. Pioneer Woman has one. Tyler Florence, Trisha Yearwood, and so there are some really good gravy recipes. But that would require you saving your giblets when you cut open your turkey to prep it.
Now this looks like a mess, but there is some madness to my method.
Of course there is.
I'm just cutting these because we leave these for the kids.
Or for Travis.
Or for me. Sure, in case.
Who is it that likes it? Is it Richard that likes a leg?
Maybe. Let's go live.
One of the kids likes a whole leg. I can't remember who right now.
So now on the dark meat, I just pull it apart, get those bones out of there, and then just set that in there because you want to give someone a nice big piece of dark meat. Can you open that? So we'll do one with dark meat and one with
the light meat. You want me to put the legs in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and bones. Keep this guy right here, so I can just throw the bones in.
And your dog or cat should not have, especially this turkey that we made. One, the bones are really, really splintery and can get caught in their throat. Also, because this turkey is made with onions and with thyme, both can be toxic to a dog.
Not the best for a dog.
Yeah. It's me, Anna Maria wrote, that likes the legs.
She does.
The chicken legs. Now, if you are a very small family celebrating Thanksgiving, you can go to the store and get just legs or just the breasts or even a turkey roll, which is a compressed breast.
Here, try that. How's that?
Good turkey.
That's the dark meat.
That's good.
Yeah. The whole thing is tender, but you know what? I really like The taste of that thyme in there, and the garlic and the lemon. You can barely taste the garlic, but...
Ria's all about that turkey leg.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ria, you can actually just buy turkey legs. You can buy turkey legs all year round and just roast them in with that butter sauce that we made at the top of the show this morning. Just some butter, lemon peel, lemon zest, lemon juice, garlic, and onion and thyme. That would make a beautiful butter sauce to cook.
Yeah. So I like to separate all this out because sometimes you got purists at Thanksgiving. Yep. They'll go, oh no, I can't have the white meat. That's bones.
And what we're going to do is we're going to leave some of this right at this temperature because Karina's going to get off work at 4 and we'll be able to walk over her dinner. But we're also going to pack some up in Ziploc freezer bags. Ziploc makes a great freezer bag, and so does Amazon. The Amazon brand is a great... Hi, Monica. Amazon also makes a really good freezer bag. And so I'll bag some of that up for her. Those of you that saw our episode last week, we made
stuffing,
and I stuck it in the freezer. So this is all ready to go for Karine. I'll take that over there today too. She can microwave what she wants.
And tell them what you told me before we started the show, because you put another one in the fridge. And what was happening with this one?
By freezing your leftovers flat like this, they thaw so much quicker than if they're in a big bowl or heavy duty pan, like a foil pan. This, they defrost beautifully. It's almost ready to go right into a microwave.
Yeah.
And we also made cranberry sauce. So I have a little jar of cranberry sauce for her too. So she has her stuffing, her cranberry sauce, her turkey. And yesterday was Travis's birthday. And years ago, my daughter Anna Maria shared with me a recipe that she found in a newspaper for homemade carrot cake. And it's pretty easy to make. So I'm going to slice off a big hunk of that carrot cake for Karine. So she'll have everything but her vegetables.
You giving away my birthday cake?
You're not going to eat a whole birthday cake.
I accept that challenge. It's hot in here, guys.
Kristen is back. Christina is back.
Christina Magana. So last week in California, it felt like winter. This week in California, we're back to summertime. So I'm just pulling these parts off of the legs and wings, not the legs, but the wings, because these parts are they're hard. You don't want to hand that to someone to eat, but we're going to make sure to make the breast slices nice and thin so that you can put them on rolls if you want to get French rolls for sandwiches or buns. Nice buns would be good. But again, just take it, and you want to find the grain, of course. You don't want to go against the grain because then it's all going to fall apart. But just go nice, thin slices. This turkey was really juicy because of how we cooked. These aren't as thin as I would normally want to go.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know what it is, babe, is you're used to a much bigger turkey. The turkey we have for our Thanksgiving, now I didn't know about COVID, so my Thanksgiving turkey has been in there for quite a while. And because I didn't know, I bought it when it was on sale. And, turkeys can live for 2 years in your freezer. Not that one's 2 years old, but it is a 25-pound turkey because usually we have a lot of people over.
Yeah.
Or we have Friendsgiving and we are feeding the neighborhood. So we have a 25-pound turkey.
All right. The best part about this turkey for me is that we are showing thanks for someone that works so hard, that's so selfless in our neighborhood. She's one of the sweetest human beings we know, too.
Yeah.
And her roommate, they're nurses. And so this meal that we're preparing for them, and I'm just going to go like this for a shot here. Those are the light pieces. And here are the dark. So this right here is our way of saying thank you for all the hard work that you do. And, it just took us a few hours today. Very easy prep with the butter, salt, pepper, and then the onions, garlic, and thyme inside.
and the most expensive thing was the turkey. And oddly enough, a 22-pound turkey is going to cost you less per pound than one of these little ones. I bought a little one because it's just her and her roommate. So the bigger the turkey, the better the buy. If you have the freezer space, remember we're eating in small groups now. So if you have the freezer space, yeah, indulge in a 22-pound turkey. It makes great leftovers. I'm going to turn our leftovers into pot pie and turkey soup. We're going to give turkey soup a try again. I'll find a recipe that tastes good.
It's not bad. Okay.
It's not your favorite.
There was only a couple of steps that I skipped in between. Once it had been in for about 2 hours, I did baste it a little bit because you do want a brown. It's not going to look as nice as if you do breast up. But we're not here to make presentation. We're here to make delicious food.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes presentation, but mostly delicious food.
How sweet you are to be thinking of others. Oh, Loretta, I would love if you're one of my neighbors too, Loretta. And Loretta, I don't know if you've made a turkey before. I know you're a new cook, and every time I put a recipe together, I always think about Loretta. And I'll always remember that guy that commented in the comments, who the hell is Loretta? Because I'm like, Loretta, you can do this. Loretta, here we go. Loretta, this is a fail-proof recipe for a turkey. It's going to be... you're going to be shocked how easy it is. And thanks for saying we're thoughtful and beautiful souls. My sister said, I know that your love language is food. And it is.
That's why I'm fat. But you know what, you guys, it's a little thing that we can do. It's a little thing that you can do. So we urge you guys to reach out to your community. Find people in your neighborhood that need help or that just deserve a blessing. And sometimes... they're right in front of you. You just can't see it. One thing I do want to mention also before I forget, those flowers are from last Tuesday.
Yeah.
So support your local businesses too, because Fadi's here in Azusa makes a really beautiful arrangement. And so when you're thinking about others, do think about your local businesses, because those people are business owners, she and her husband. And so we like to support her because she's got her little family and she's blessing people too. So what do you think?
I think this turned out great. I think that people got a kick out of the fact that we forgot to put our time in and we went running back. Whoa, we went running back. So don't forget, we're going to be back here next Sunday.
That's also what I meant. What did you think about Sunday?
Yeah, what did you guys think about Sundays? Were you able to pop on and visit us on Sunday? Was it easier for you than trying to do it during the week when a lot of you are working?
Right. For those of you that might not have been here earlier, we're talking about doing Sunday. So this upcoming Tuesday and Thursday, we won't be doing a show. We're going to do it on Sundays from now on at noon.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So moving the time slot from Tuesdays and Thursdays to one better day where we're just more energetic.
We're more energetic because we have a week too, as well. And what really broke my heart is that people were so sweet going, I'm rushing home, or somebody even said, I'm on a plane, I can't get any kind of...
Yeah, well, from the very beginning, this show is all about supporting people, taking what Debbie does best, which is to cook and to budget and meal plan and home manage, and share those tips and tricks with you guys. That's where the foundation of this show began. Yeah. And so if anyone's stressing out, that's the last thing we want to do. You can always watch them later, though.
Yeah, watch them later, and... yeah, there's some good ideas on there, and you can go on the website and you go, hey, how do I make that East Indian curry, or how do I make that...
I know somebody that does that, looks at her own videos.
I do. I'm like, what was the measurement on that? Sunday sounds great. Good. Okay. How do you guys feel about us putting up the recipes of what we're going to make, or the ingredients of what we're going to make? How do you feel about that?
And then you can make it with you?
You can make it with us, or you can watch the show, and while it's fresh in your memory, make it that week. So that's also
I think that would help.
Yeah.
I think it would help.
So we will be back on Sunday the 22nd, which is the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and Pilar's already on board to make a cocktail. And I will be making a lightened up vegetable, and we'll be talking about dessert because we're still kind of on the fence. Somebody suggested the little individual pies.
Oh, yeah, that's a good... Oh, Carol.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So with a neighborhood like ours, we always have people that we can share with.
Yeah, we're never stuck with all that food. Like the cake from yesterday, I really shouldn't be eating the whole thing, even though I really am up to the challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can share all that too. So
please do us. I'm sorry.
Next week, desserts and.
I'm still thinking about desserts.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm now. You've got me thinking about desserts right now too.
Yeah, because the traditional pies, my family's not a big fan of like the traditional pies. They do like carrot cake. They do like monkey bread for breakfast. So maybe they get their dessert done at breakfast time on Thanksgiving.
I want to eat monkey bread.
You do? Would you want to swap that out and?
Well, that's a diabetic coma waiting to happen.
Yeah, but I'm fine with fresh fruit.
Robin
but anyways,
says try hot chocolate bombs.
What are hot chocolate bombs?
I don't know, but Robin, you should probably DM me that recipe if you've got one.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a drink, maybe a drink dessert. Who knows?
Love having the ingredients ahead of time. Good. Okay, great. Well, we love that you guys love that idea. Please do us a favor. Can you tell a friend, just tell one friend where to find us, and also go on to YouTube and give us a thumbs up. Even if you like us here on Facebook and this is where you like to talk to us, if you could please go to YouTube and subscribe and give us a like. Make sure you like us there, because all that really helps when we walk this show into producers, which we have a couple who are interested in, and we can take our fan base with us. And trust me, you guys really help us figure out the show. Even having somebody like Loretta in mind, like, how to make this steps easy for her, or a seasoned pro, how to kind of, shake it up and give them something.
Well, what she means by figure out the show, she literally tailors the show to what you guys are commenting on and what you question and how you respond to her. And so this is something that she's done throughout the week. So doing it once a week, first of all, will help kind of consolidate all those thoughts and those plans into one, but also it'll help alleviate that during the week. But help us figure out the show really does mean figure out what would best serve you guys and how we do our presentation, what sort of foods we make, and that was one of the things that initially changed a lot. So for those of you that started way back in March?
Was it March?
It might have been April.
I don't know.
But
we've been doing
this consistently. This is actually the second part of episode 57. So, technically we've done this, not counting episodes, like 60 times. And it's morphed a lot from the very beginning. And Debbie has never looked at a challenge and said no. Every time someone has sent in a question or made a comment, Robin, you could very well see hot chocolate bombs being consumed right here in a couple of weeks. So,
well, thank you so much. And if you love this recipe and you saw how easy it was, it's Ina Garden recipe. And she had a special on today, not a special, but her regular show, going back to basics. It is the easiest thing in the world. The hardest thing for you is probably locating a Spanish onion. That's the only thing. You can always substitute a regular onion. Thank you so much for joining us. Sunday is great. Just sorry that it'll only be once a week rather than twice like before. You know what? We're talking about coming on during the week and just talking with you. Not necessarily cooking and setting up the lights. Like if you could see our kitchen right now, it is set up like a studio. So everything in the house has to stop on those 2 days a week. Everything has to stop. Our dog has to be put in a room. Travis turns this into a complete studio. And so I think just, for our family too, to break this down to one show on Sundays and having more of an audience.
And maybe on those midweek ones, we'll bring in guests.
Yeah, and we'll talk to people, So we would love to do that. We're not going to leave you hanging. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Ina Garten's turkey recipe. You can find it on her website or Food Network. Thank you so much. Do something nice for somebody today. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, do something nice for somebody. Sing it, baby.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
I don't know why I like that hand gesture.
It's cute. I think everyone likes it.
So she's not off her shift until 3:30.